Hello everyone, this is important notes related to quadrilaterals. You know that types of quadrilaterals, we have rectangle, square, parallelogram, rhombus, trapezoid, and kite. In rectangle, opposite sides are equal and all interior angles are 90. What about the square? Square, all the four sides are equal and all interior angles are 90 degrees. Parallelogram, opposite sides are equal and parallel. Opposite interior angles also are equal, but they are not 90. We have two acute angles and two obtuse angles. What about the rhombus? The same as the parallelogram. Opposite angles here are acute, and here also they are obtuse. Four sides are equal and the opposite interior angles are equal. What about the trapezoid? Once you hear the word trapezoid, you need to remember that it has only one pair of opposite sides are parallel, or one pair of parallel sides. Trapezoid has one pair of parallel sides. What about the kite? Two pairs of adjacent sides are equal. Yes, adjacent means they are touching each other here at point A. So the line segment BA and the line segment DA, they are equal. And also the other two line segments that are meeting at point C, DC and BC, are equal, and one pair of opposite interior angles are equal also. And remember, in the kite we have one line of symmetry. We will learn more about lines of symmetry for each quadrilateral, starting with the rectangle. We said it has four sides and four vertices. Opposite sides are equal. Not the four sides like the square, it's only the opposite sides are equal. And opposite sides are also parallel. All four angles are right angle, 90 degrees. Diagonals are equal and bisect each other, means they will cut each other into two equal parts, but they don't form a right angle. How many lines of symmetry? Rectangle has two. And what about the order of rotational symmetry? The second order of rotational symmetry. Diagonals do not meet at right angle, and also related to the pairs of parallel sides, they have two pairs of parallel sides because opposite sides are parallel. What about the square? Here, I know that the picture here doesn't appear that they are equal sides, but the four sides of the square are equal. Once you know it's a square, you need to know that the four sides are equal. All four sides are equal. All four angles are equal with 90 degrees, like the rectangle. Opposite sides are parallel, so it has two pairs of parallel sides, and diagonals perpendicular bisect each other, they cut each other, and they meet at 90 degrees. Lines of symmetry, it has four lines of symmetry. Squares have order of rotational symmetry, four order. And diagonals meet at right angle and two pairs of parallel sides. What about the rhombus? We know that the rhombus, four sides are equal. Parallel sides, yes, the sides are parallel, so it has two pairs of parallel sides. Diagonals meet at 90 at right angles, and lines of symmetry 2. And the rhombus also has order of rotational symmetry, second order. We need to know that adjacent angle up to 180, and this is not only in the rhombus, all the quadrilaterals, that angles that beside each other making a U shape, they will be 180, like here. This part and this part, they will be 180. Also here in the parallelogram, the two angles, interior adjacent beside each other, they will be add up to 180. In the parallelogram, opposite sides are equal. Opposite sides are parallel, opposite angles are equal, they will be two acute and two obtuse, and diagonals bisect each other, but they do not meet at right angle, do not meet at 90 degrees. It's like the rectangle, they bisect each other, but they do not form a 90-degree angle. And also, remember, the parallelogram has 0 lines of symmetry and has second order of rotational symmetry, and diagonals do not meet at right angle, and two pairs of parallel sides. What about the kite? We said once you hear the word kite, you need to remember it has only one line of symmetry. Two pairs of adjacent equal sides. Yes, the angles that meet each other at point A, the sides, that meet each other, they are equal in sides. One pair of opposite angle is equal. B and D are equal. Diagonals are perpendicular to each other, with the longer diagonals bisecting the shorter one. Not all the diagonals bisect each other, only one, which is BD, is equal. It's cut into two equal parts. Kite has one line of symmetry and has zero order of rotational symmetry. Diagonals meet at right angle and zero pairs of parallel sides. So the kite has two zeros, zero pairs of parallel sides, and the order of rotational symmetry is zero. What about the trapezium? It has one pair of parallel sides. And remember, this is called isosceles trapezium. It has one line of symmetry, order of rotation symmetry 1, diagonals do not meet at right angle, one pair of parallel sides, they have equal lengths. The non-parallel sides are equal in length because this is isosceles. Equal diagonals, the two diagonals are equal in length, but they do not meet at right angle. The angle attached to the same base, also the down part here, they are equal. What about triangles? Triangles are polygons. They are not quadrilaterals, they are polygons. They have three sides. Related to the equilateral triangle, they have three lines of symmetry. So this means they have order of rotation symmetry 3. Isosceles triangle has two equal sides, two equal angles, rotational symmetry of order 1. Scalene triangle has zero lines of symmetry, has zero equal sides, zero equal angles, and rotational symmetry of order 1. Thank you. See you next time.